real and make you feel protected like I can, baby. Teach you something if you need correction, that's the plan, baby.
In the only building this franchise has ever known. We're at the home of the Texans. Welcome to NRG Stadium in Houston. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the Houston Texans. On the visiting sideline, a look at the Cowboys head coach. These guys coming off their first loss of the season last week following that 4-0 start. Running the show across the field, the head coach of the Texans. These guys more than motivated for this contest, ready to take the field here at home. So happy you could join us today. I'm Kate Scott with Brock Heward. It is time for some football. And we're off and running from Houston. On the return, it's Jalen Nolan. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Well, here come the Texans for their opening drive. And leading them out is the second overall pick back in the 2023 draft from the Ohio State. It's C.J. Stroud.
Just an all-around great performance from him last week, Kate, in the win. Those 2 touchdowns he had played a big part in the victory, no question. But so did keeping it clean, not throwing a pick. You want to become friendly with your own defense? Make sure they don't have any extra possessions to defend. He did his job, and so did his teammates.
At the 26-yard line.
Looking to throw, Stroud. And he's not going to escape this. The Cowboys take him down. And they come through the sack to bring around third down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
On third and long, it's Stroud. Completed over the middle. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And it'll be first down, Houston.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And they finally stop him, but not before he picked up 7 on that first down run. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. From the gun, Stroud. Gets some space around midfield. And he's officially in the enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. They send one of the tight ends in motion right. First down throw by Stroud. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. To the air, Stroud. Trying to set up the screen for Mixon. And he's going to be drugged down. It looks like at that 37-yard line. And you keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
That's another Texans.
Stroud off of play action. Has a man downfield. It's Collins. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
First and 10 at the 20.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
First down, Stroud. Completes, dialing up Collins again. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Stroud off the play fake. Escapes the pocket. 9-yard pickup, and it sets him up with first and goal.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Texans, first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. And that's incomplete, but he might have done a little too much to cause that. Flag comes out, and this could be interference. So a little too much contact on the part of the defender, and the officials flag him for it. Stroud completes it quick. And in he goes for the Houston touchdown. The Texans finish up an excellent opening series. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Point after up and good by Fairbairn. And the Texans will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Cowboys nothing.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Here's Cavante Turpin on the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So now the Cowboys getting an opportunity to send their offense out for the first time. Bringing them out is a Mississippi State 4th-round pick in 2016 who's found considerable success in this league, Dak Prescott.
I don't think I'm alone in this, Kate. To me, Dak is one of the easiest players to root for their success in the NFL. I think for me and for many others, it's based on all he's overcome, from tough playoff losses to significant injuries. But his leadership, his stats, his ability to play like an MVP in big moments, at his best, he really is all you could ever ask for.
Hopkins isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. That's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
Normally, when we say somebody's on skates, we're talking about that offensive lineman, right, driven right back to the quarterback. But I think it's applicable for the entire offense to be on skates. 2 plays, 2 negative plays. Got to find something positive here on 3rd down.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Will Anderson Jr. in on the stop. Now we'll take a moment to check out his numbers on the ground from a week ago. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Off the play fake, hits Prescott. Nothing doing there as the 2nd down pass falls incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
And 9 yards to go.
To the air on 3rd and long. Finds him over the middle. And this one doesn't go far. Defenses are fine with surrendering that completion if it means making a stop short like they did and bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, I like when these defense coordinators say they want to populate the ball. And that was a perfect example of it. Don't let the playmaker get started.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Texans to the line. 1st and 10. On play action, here's Stroud. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. And he'll cover up as they touch him down a few yards short of the 1st.
It's a gain of
2nd and 3 now.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
They go play action with Stroud. Cut for big yards on the right side. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Try and get it to Nico Collins. And now it's second down.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
Off the play action, here's Stroud. Has a man, Dalton Schultz. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. They get 19 on that pickup. And it'll be a first down, Texans.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. He has room past the 25. And they are set up excellently. This is down to the 18. It's 16 yards on that play. And it'll be first down, Houston.
At the 18-yard line.
Running with Mixon out of the gun. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Turpin with a return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Back out come the Cowboys for their second drive. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Play action, Prescott. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. It's going to push him back for second down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
So before they can get set and snap it, the clock runs out on quarter 1. It's an early advantage for the Texans. We'll make our return to NRG Stadium after this. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They have second down behind the sticks. Dak now from the gun. Looking for his back, but it will not find him. That's incomplete. Brings up third down.
Incomplete. It's now 3rd and 19.
Draw play. This is Williams. And they stop him after he picks up about 5. That's going to bring up fourth down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, it'd really break the backs of the defense.
Ryan Anger on that a punt. Fields this at the 19. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Now begin with a run by Mixon. Well, this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
Going down the middle, as you can see, you're giving them a real chance at making that pick. Might be a case of trying to force one where he shouldn't have. And you're sure hoping as a quarterback you learn your lesson on that one.
The Cowboys offense headed out there. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Keeps himself upright, and he carries it in for the touchdown. The Cowboys parlay the interception into points. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. So great work by the running back there, Brock. Found just a little bit of space, and he took advantage all the way for 6.
Big time. I mean, so big time. You know, and you hear running back coaches, Kate, say this. They'll say slow to explode through. And he explodes all the way for the touchdown.
That one right down the middle. And the Cowboys chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. Just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Noel to return this. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. Texans to the line. 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Collins got it left side. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
Out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
Running back sent in motion. Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. And he's short of the first after a mile gain. 3rd and just 2 to go.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up.
Here he is on 3rd and short. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. First time this game they've looked to him. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short.
For the Texans.
Punts away, and he really pulled out the lob wedge here. It is soaring high as they try to pin them deep. They'll have this fair catch right along the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. Finds the football outside. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 35-yard line.
Prescott takes off with it. Stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Cowboys, first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Prescott takes off with it. Only able to get back to the line on that 1st down play, so no gain.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the boot cave, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Short pass brought in. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Looking from the pistol, Prescott. Drops this one down here for Williams. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
First down. It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Cowboys.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Kalen Bullock up to make the stop. Pass run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
They stay on the ground with Williams. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. Now after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did. Wasted no time in getting that sack.
That is Jake Bates ready to try to knock this through. This is going to be a tough one, 55 yards away. And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And the deficit stays at 7.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Running to start the drive with Mixon. The stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. And after the play, they call for a stoppage pretty quickly here. Somebody injured down there, and it's their tight end, Dalton Schultz, in some discomfort. 1st and 10 from the 43. On the ground again with Mixon. He takes it down to the 33. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
That's another Texans 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
From the gun, Stroud. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with the sack.
That's completed right side. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 15.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
1st and 10, around to Mixon. Escapes the defender, and this is going to be a Houston touchdown. The Texans take a 13-point lead. It's a Joe Mixon touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
That one splits the uprights. And the Texans double their lead to 14. Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. Turpin with a return. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Dak to the air here. Dumped off to his running back. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes ended the loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
From the gun is Prescott. Looking right, and he finds him. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be good for Dallas 1st down. Just 2 minutes to play here in our opening half. More from NRG Stadium in just a moment. First down from the 42. Prescott here from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Back to the air, Prescott. Brought in by Jake Ferguson. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Now it's Prescott again. Right side, Ferguson's got it. This gets down to about the 36-yard line. Derek Stingley putting that play to bed. This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
2nd and 6 at the Texans' 36-yard line.
Dak throwing again. That's caught by Williams. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Prescott now on 3rd down. Delivers another one to Williams. And they bring him down around the 34. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. All right, down a couple of scores. They want a bigger swing than just 3. They're going for this. They do snap it. Here's Prescott. Down the field, he's got Lamb. And this is going to get them all the way into the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line.
That's another Cowboys first down. 1st and 10.
1st and 10, Prescott. Throws caught. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 6-yard line.
Another throw for Prescott. Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Throwing again, Prescott. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. The intended target there was CeeDee Lamb. And 4th and 4 coming up. Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it. On 4th down, Prescott's a throw. No good. The pass goes incomplete. That lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs. Last drive of the half isn't going to be long. 14 seconds remaining. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 6-yard line.
So entering the locker rooms, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. The first month of the season has come and gone. Some early surprises, some early disappointments as well. Let's get into it. Our trip around the NFL starts now. We begin right here in the Sunshine State. It's the Bucs at home to take on the Bengals. And this is Baker Mayfield. He had a heck of a game. This, one of 2 touchdown passes. He also ran for a score. With that, here's a look at the rest of the action from around the NFL here in Week 5, the first weekend of October. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been back and forth to this point. No reason to expect anything different in the second half. As we hand it back over to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
kickoff.
For Houston.
Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Points table for first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out.
Delay of game. Offense.
Hoping to help spring him for a bigger return. Dak off the play fake. Brought in by Hooper. Some good running there to get back what the penalty cost him. Picks up 8. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
A 9-yard pickup. It's 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
Dak now from the gun. He takes it himself. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Dallas first down.
Cowboys, first down. A gain of 12. First down.
Prescott now off the play fake. And he's not going to escape this. The Texans take him down. And their 4th sack of the game right there brings up 2nd down.
6 yards.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks. Well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a 3rd down.
All right, up to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He has just taken a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
Not an enviable spot as they come up 3rd and long. Third and long for him here. It's complete to Hooper. And he's going to be sent out of bounds to end a great pickup, but somehow did not pick up the first. It's going to be 4th down coming up. Kick is away and really up there trying to pin them deep. And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. Houston's offense back out now, ready to go. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Again to Mixon up the middle. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Kenny Clark in on the stop. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 11-yard
To the air, Stroud. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. It's a nickel set for the Cowboys on this 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up
Air it out on 3rd. Short pass brought in. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
gain of 6. And the Texans, first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. It's Stroud. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
At the 22-yard line.
On the option, here's Mixon. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up.
No gain on the play. It's third.
They'll motion him out of the backfield left. Stroud is hit. The ball is out. And the Cowboys scoop it up. And with an opportunity to score, he doesn't get much on the fumble return, Brock, but they will have it near the end zone.
Third down, you could see he may have been trying to simply do too much to help his side. It loosened his hold on the ball and gave that defense a chance to knock it free. Instead of facing fourth down, they're off the field completely.
The Cowboys offense now headed back to the field. And this is certainly on a silver platter for him, isn't it, Brock? Just 3 yards from the end zone. A chance to pay off their defense's effort as they start out first and goal. Williams has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffled around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
To throw, Prescott. Getting out to his left. The Cowboys shrinking the lead some in the third. It's a Dak Prescott touchdown.
Kate, we know you can do it in different ways in today's NFL at quarterback. Some with their brains and their processing, that anticipation and accuracy. Some could do it with their improv skills to create a play when everything breaks down. He just put on a show.
Bates now for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys cut the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. No to return this. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Texans to the line. First and 10. Heads out on the bootleg. No finding his back. Mixon. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
Staying between the tackles with Mixon. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
And the Texans, first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll send him over right. First down throw by Stroud. Bucket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
This defense has been doing it all, not just with the takeaways, but the pressure and what that does and how hard it is to play the quarterback position when you're taking a beating like this.
Off the play action. Here's Stroud. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage. Set him up now with third down.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
On third and long, it's Stroud. That one falls incomplete. Couldn't make the connection deep downfield. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now they're staring at 4th and long. The Texans set to punt. Tommy Townsend will kick it away. Here's a high kick, hit very well. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. That one stopped right at the line for no gain. It's going to be second down.
Man, it is tough to fool this defense with how they just react to these plays, Kate. They held that line, the QB keeper, it gets 0.
Back to throw. Here's Dak. Screen here for Williams. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. So first down from the 41.
And the Cowboys, first down.
Give to Williams from the gun. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
The Cowboy, first down.
The handoff for Williams, running left. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Now following the play, one of the Texans banged up in some pain. We're going to pause as he gets checked on. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Now Dak to throw. Dumped off to his running back. Works the sideline inside the 35. And he has it almost to the red zone down at the 21-yard line.
It's a gain of 27 yards. That's another Cowboys.
This is the end of the third quarter. The Cowboys have it, but some work to do in the final frame. They're trailing. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's 2nd down.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
Good time to reach in the bag of tricks on 2nd down. 16 to go following the sack. Prescott here from the gun. Finds him on the slant. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. To the air on 3rd and long. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Kicked well, and this is good! And that brings things a little closer here late.
Such a perfect example of a kicker just doing his job. And now it's incumbent upon that defense to give him and their offense another shot.
Down now to return it. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Here come the Texans as they get set to take over on offense. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10. Nixon on the counter. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Shotgun now for Stroud. Hits him on the out route. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Man in motion out of the slot.
1st and 10 at the 40.
Stroud throwing here on 1st. Has a man downfield. It's Collins. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And it will be a 1st down Texans.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Again, this is Mixon. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4. They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the gun, Stroud.
Boys 22-yard line.
They did it! He Wilson. Quay Walker in to pick it off. And the Cowboys have some new life in the fourth.
That's just a bad decision, frankly. It really is a quarterback in this moment of the game. You got to know it's not a time to take a risk. Cannot be throwing out life preservers and giving that other team, your opponent, a chance like he just did.
The Cowboys about set to take over. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Here's Williams to start the drive. Fights his way through a tackle. And that's going to be a gain of 8 on first down. After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Another run for Williams. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That's the line, he's going to run for it. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. Offense is set, 1st and 10.
A gain of 15. First down, Dallas.
Dak now from the gun. To the left and reeled in by Ferguson. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. We've set it down from 37.
That's another Cowboy.
Prescott takes off with it. Decided to keep it, but couldn't escape the pressure there. And they catch it behind the line. Now we have a member of the Cowboys hurt after that play, and they'll need to get somebody out there to look at him. Back to the line they come, 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. He's keeping it again. And they make the stop, I'm going to say at about the 37-yard line. 3rd down, and they need to get 10.
And it's 3rd down.
3rd and long for him here. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete. It's one of those game management situations, Kate, that people are going to question afterwards. 4th quarter, down by that margin. Yeah, you could question whether you even should have brought the field goal team out. Now with that miss, there's going to be even more criticism.
The Texans and running back Joe Mixon headed out for their next series. Nice starting spot for the Texans here. They're about set, 1st and 10. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense. More good. They did it! He made the interception! Picked off by the rookie from Alabama. And he's going to score. Pick 6 for Dallas.
I got to imagine this defense right now has got some kind of tell on this quarterback. He's either giving it away with his eyes or his feet. Interception on the previous drive, and this defense once again jumping all over him.
Missed to go up by a field goal here in the 4th. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Cowboys push their lead to 3.
Texans 21.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Dell now to return it. Looks away from one. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Texans and wide receiver Nico Collins ready to go once again. And as they return to field, Brock, he's going to be trying to make up for that pick 6. Wants to get them to lead back.
That's exactly the mentality you've got to have as quarterback. In these moments, in the 4th quarter especially, Kate, this is what separates the good ones from the great ones.
Finds him over the middle. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 30-yard
Field is
line.
empty as they motion him out right. Completed to his running back. They're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job. And I just showed you I could do yours.
Jaden Higgins, the intended receiver that time. And it's going to be second down. To the air yet again, it's Stroud. He goes back to him yet again, complete. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and it'll be first down Houston.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Motioning left is their running back. Again, Stroud. Fits it through the middle. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. That chunk with a nice 21 yards. And it will be a first down Texans. On play action, here's Stroud. This is complete to Schultz. And he won't have any room after that quick pass. Well covered by the defense. That play loses yards. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning in Houston. Texans trail by a field goal. All right, here we go. Second down. Stroud off of play action. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Brings up third down and 13.
Here he is to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Kaimi Fairbairn on now as we see how he handles this moment. Ball on the left hash for this 41-yarder. Looking good, and it's through. And they tied it up late in the 4th.
It's such a confidence builder to a sideline, to an entire team, Kate, when you can rely and trust your kicker in these big moments. He tied it up. Now it's incumbent upon his defense to do their job.
Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Cowboys and quarterback Dak Prescott ready to get back to work. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And they'll surrender just a lone yard. That brings up second down. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock's still running. Here he is to throw. That's caught by Williams. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
A gain of 4.
Looking to throw it. And Willie, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. Timeout coming from the Texans. That's their first. The Cowboys setting out their punting unit. And he's been getting all of it every time out. And he got under this one, but it's going nowhere, almost straight up into the air. And he hauls it in right near the 40-yard line. The Texans send wide receiver Nico Collins ready to go once again. And he's been reading the coverage, dare I say, Brock, even better than his quarterback has all game. I mean, he just continues to find openings and make plays in this second half. They kick the running back in motion. He'll look to throw it. Dumps it off to his running back. And on first down, only gets about a yard here. And the defender there to force him out. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one does not go far. The clock rolls as the Texans try to hurry their offense to the line.
3rd and 6.
To throw. Oh my goodness, it's intercepted! Picked up by Shaq Thompson.
Just how many times do So these games at this level, Kate, come down to plays like this. In the end, you don't want to be the team making the mistakes. You want to be the one capitalizing on them. Now this offense has got a chance to do so.
Another drive coming up for this Dallas offensive unit. And they need to get it to at least that 40-yard line to have a shot at the game winner. But there's enough time remaining to work it even closer if things go right. Setting up to pass. And they got there in time. He's taken down. Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack. Prescott here from the gun. Completed over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. We need some extra time to think over 3rd and long. We've got a timeout.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing now. Looking slant route complete. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play. First down, here's Dak. Man, he's not going to get anything out of this. The defense all over it, and they're going to take him out for a loss of 2. All right, here we go. 2nd down. Looking from the pistol, Prescott. Short pass brought in. And that will not be enough for a first down. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock's still running.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. And you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Houston calls it 2nd timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. An important attempt coming up here for Jake Bates. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. That kick is no good. Oh, he mishit it. And now we'll see if the other sideline can do anything to end it in regulation.
Over the years, we've seen the decision to ice the kicker work, Kate, and we've seen it backfire in spectacular fashion. In this instance, well, the decision worked, and that miss leaves this a tie game.
The Texans and running back Joe Mixon headed out for their next series. They'll need to find a way inside of field goal range with what time's left, and then save a second to try the game winner. The Texans set up nicely as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly, he's going to throw. That is incomplete, down to 13 seconds left. No luck finding his receiver that time, and it sets up 2nd down.
On the coverage.
Operating from the gun, it's Stroud. Throw right side, Dell has it. And he's brought down after a short gain. Now with 8 seconds remaining in the game, they're going to burn their final timeout.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now the throw. This to win the game. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that brings up 4th and long.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Looking to throw. This to win the game. And that's incomplete in the end zone. Could have been 6 points, but as that one falls, Brock, instead just a turnover on downs. There's still something being celebrated by the fans, isn't it, Brock? A coin toss might not decide the game anymore here in overtime. Both sides guaranteed a possession now, even if the first team scores a touchdown. And if we're tied after those 2 series, it is next score wins. Conclusion will be just as exciting as our opening 4 quarters. The kick is away here in overtime. Dell now to return it. Coverage team gets him down to the 26-yard line. Now we get a look at this Texans offense. Well, they couldn't quite get the job done in regulation, partner, but the home crowd rising now to fire them up and hopefully help them start this overtime period by taking the lead. First throw of overtime. Connects on the crosser. He's going to get this to the opposing 41. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Running back sent in motion. Here's Stroud on 1st and 10. He'll try and run this. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. They get 23 on that one. And it'll be first down, Houston.
That's another Texans first down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
All right, so an important landmark crossed on that play. They're inside the red zone now, partner. Now, new overtime rules mean they can't win it with a touchdown, but more times than not, a touchdown does ensure they don't lose it on the next series either.
Yeah, and you do all this work, all this heavy lifting to get into the red zone, it's got to be a touchdown, and that's all you're thinking offensively. You are not going to feel good coming off the field if you got to settle for 3.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
That's another Texans.
From the gun, Stroud. Hits the slant. Touchdown, Houston. The Texans claim a 6-point lead. Hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to drop plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
The challenge has been laid down, partner, and it's time to see if they have an answer prepared as we're off again. Turpin with a return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. Offense headed back out there now for Dallas. They can only set up a lengthy field goal attempt their last possession, Brock. So some room to improve in how far they can advance the football here. Now it's his turn in overtime. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Prescott. Couldn't connect right side, it's incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. And he could have a free play here. Down the field, he's got Lamb. Down to the 10, and he's across for the touchdown. And that flag is not going to stop this celebration. They know that's an offsides call.
Offside. Defense.
Now they got to the end zone with that free play, partner, so they will, of course, decline the offsides and take those points. And everyone can breathe easier here as he knocks the point after through, and now it's golden goal here in overtime. Next score wins. Next score is going to be the one, Brock, that ends this game. All right, we're set and back underway. Dell now to return it. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Out now come the Texans on offense. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, I expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much. Those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
Finds him over the middle. He's taken down just a couple yards shy of the 40. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. A tight end in motion now. This is Mixon. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Keeping it with Mixon. Continuing to move past the 45. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
And the Texans, first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Empty the backfield, motion him right. Stride to throw on 1st down. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. They got 21 yards on the play. And it'll be a 1st down, Texans.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Every offense I've ever seen for Pop Warner to the NFL's got this play in the playbook, but every offense isn't capable of executing it because it takes a quarterback and a receiver on the same page, and that page, it is textbook.
And he'll only get this to the 26 before going down. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 at the 26-yard line.
A handoff for Mixon, running right. And this is going to get him right up near that 1st down, but he's marked short after a gain of 7, 3rd down. And they're whistling for a stop here, and that's one of the Cowboys who's in some pretty clear discomfort and in need of some assistance. Kaimi Fairbairn on now as we see how he handles this moment. Now Dallas is going to call its 2nd timeout. And now the entire game rests on his next kick. Ball on the right hash for this 36-yard look. The kick is good. He got it. And they've taken back the lead.
What a season this guy is having. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
So it's a win for the Texans. And they only needed to set him up with a shot to connect and win it with 3. And his aim was true to make it happen and put an end to this competitive ball game. So for my partner Brock Ewart and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans, as we'll see you next time from Houston.